In real life, mental health can be something of a touchy topic. We don't like to talk about it much.
There's a lot of negative stigma when it comes to discussing mental illness in America.
On the next Dr. Oz, everybody wants to know, am I normal or nuts? Should you be worried?
This behavior is... it's not normal.
Have you gone completely insane?
Wacko. Psycho.
I was a freshman in high school when I was first diagnosed with anxiety. A couple months later, I was diagnosed with depression. In spring of 2018, I was diagnosed with PTSD. A trifecta, you could call it, I guess.
Including talking to legislators on Capitol Hill, but you want to see action or better action in this country, specifically in what way, as it relates to young people particularly?
I think young people, but also adults as well. It actually takes about 10 years for someone to be properly diagnosed and find the right treatment while suffering with bipolar disorder or mental illnesses. What I would love to see is comprehensive mental health reform in our government.
People assume that since you can't see it, it's not really there, as if pain doesn't exist unless you're bleeding or in a cast.
4 out of 10 people with mental illness are getting the treatment that they need.
It feels like I'm drowning. I am numb, but I feel everything. My body feels no pain. It is all in my mind. Trickling down my face, a tear drops, leaving a trail of emotions as it makes its way down my cheek. Cuts do not break me. All they do is bleed. Time is running too fast and I'm playing catch up. I can't breathe. I don't realize I'm grinding my teeth or scratching my arm or bouncing my leg uncontrollably as I bite my lip like the solution to my problems is in between my gums and my teeth. My heart beats out of my chest and drops to my stomach. The blood pulsing through my veins is like hot lava. I'm running out of breath like a fish out of water. Everything is so loud, but I can't hear a thing. I forget to speak with anything behind my voice except for my insecurities. My mind is in a constant struggle between reality and paranoia. Each day brings a new battle.
On average, teens touch their phones 80 times a day.
Is there anything that's happening that you're feeling like you have to do it all the time?
Yeah. Making sure I look at all my Instagram feed and Snapchat stories. Yeah. Also, being up to date, like on Netflix and YouTube.
Yeah, that's a thing.
We had these declines in self-esteem.
Psychologist Jean Twenge argues this generation is on the verge of the most severe mental health crisis for young people in decades.
What happened? They started spending more time online and they started spending less time with their friends in person.
Meredith was diagnosed with an anxiety disorder at 6.
No one understands that in this moment of darkness and vulnerability, I see and feel all of my fears at once. Through trial and error of coping mechanisms, I have found my escape. I found my escape from this daily battle by putting down my phone and just breathing in the moment. There are many resources for those who struggle with mental illness. Therapy did not work for me, but what I did find that worked was my medication that my doctor prescribed for me. And increasing the dosage to find out what works for me is what changed my life. Lean on those around you and surround yourself with a strong support system. Most importantly, do not be ashamed of your mental illness. It is what makes you who you are, and God makes no mistakes.